we're excited to play. We got two really tough matchups. I think a little bit different styles. St. Martin's, very physical. We've got our hands full with them. I think they're a great rebounding team. And then Northwest Nazarene, great three-point shooters, great at taking it off the dribble. So something we've got to prepare for a lot of different things, and hopefully, with a week with more of preparation that we're ready to go.
Questions?
How much did that extra week kind of help after, okay, you've got 2 games in, you saw things you did well, you saw things you didn't do so well, to really have almost 2 full weeks before you play again?
Yeah, I mean, there were definitely things that we worked on this week that we kind of saw and were exposed to against Tarleton, and so we've worked on those. I feel like we've made progress in those areas. But the one thing I think this team definitely needs is we need to play games, and we need to be in those moments, and it's hard to simulate everything in practice. So I think as we start to play a little bit more, the girls are going to feel more comfortable, and when we do that, we'll improve a lot quicker.
So going forward, what are the big things that you guys have been working on?
I would say mostly our defense. I think we hang our hat on and have pride on our defense. Especially going back from last year, we had so much success with our defense, and that also leads to our success on offense as well. So I think just keeping that same mentality with the defense in mind and making sure that we come up with the next big play is going to be huge for us.
Is the defense not as good as you guys were expecting the first couple games of the season?
I think we definitely could have done better. I think we were exposed in some of our weaker areas those last 2 games, but hopefully with these last 2 weeks of preparation, we'll be ready to go this weekend.
Have practices kind of amped up the intensity a little bit just to get to that defensive level you guys want to get to?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say it could definitely amp up more. Just everyone having intensity every day is going to be huge, and to carry that over, especially for this weekend. So.
Go, Sid.
She pretty much said everything. No, she said everything. Because, our offense has been surprising to me. Other than the Tarleton game, we just had a really off game. But we've been scoring in the 70s and 80s, which we rarely did last year. So if we tune up our defense a lot, then it's going to be scary. Probably better than, I don't want to say better than last year, but in a sense, we can score better, as a whole.
See, really, the first game, the defense I thought was really, really good. And you could kind of tell how it really fed things. Second game, it was, like you said, it was just nothing would fall. So the consistency part of it, is that something as veterans on this team trying to preach, we've got to be consistent every night out?
I don't know, because in the first couple, I would say in our scrimmages and our exhibition in that first game, we were, everybody was on it, and then we just had an off game. So I would say more of bouncing back is going to be our thing, because I think we are consistent for the most part, but you're always going to have that game that's just you hope your defense is going to be good enough to put you over.
You guys didn't lose very much last year, and having a loss just 2 games into the season, how did that feel as a team?
We did the same thing last year, honestly. We lost our second game last year, so it's kind of we know what we have to do.
That's reassuring, right?
Yeah, it's something that happened last year. I think it woke us up. Hopefully the Tarleton game wakes us up a little bit. But going back to that defense, we shot it poorly, and the mentality was, hey, let's make shots and then we'll play defense. But in those type of games, we didn't make shots, and that's where our defense has to be a little bit better. And that's what we're trying as a coaching staff to really establish. The defense comes first, the offense will follow. And it didn't go our way offensively against Tarleton, and we kind of dug ourselves in a little bit hole. And, to start the game, we had a game plan of what we wanted to do, and we didn't go out and execute it. And it took a couple timeouts and to wake them up, and then they kind of came out and did a better job. So moving forward, we just have to go out, and we can't screw up scouts. When we have things written down and how we want to do things, we definitely can't make mistakes on the defensive side, and that's what we had in that Tarleton game.
For this team, there's a couple new players coming in, trying to figure out roles for players and where scoring has come from. What have you seen from some of the new players coming into the offense and defense and kind of learning the program?
A lot of turnovers. No, they're doing good. You know, and the one thing, it's going to take a little bit of time, but just this last week, you know, the light's starting to come on for some of them, and shots are starting to fall, and energy's starting to pick up. And I think as we go on in the season, they're only going to get better and stronger, and we need that because there's a few of them that really can help us offensively as well as defensively.
This year you got a much different role this year. I was kidding you last week about actually hitting right-handed layups, but how much did you actually work with the right hand in the off season? Because you can tell you're not strictly left side of the floor, left-handed only right now.
I would say I put a lot of work into my game this summer. Mostly just like trimming down, losing weight, being able to go out there and try to perform for almost a full game for my full potential. So I would say I did put in a lot of work, and hopefully it just pays off.
Stick that left hand behind your back.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, one more.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Final question.
Final question. Since Thanksgiving's next week, I'm just curious what everybody's favorite Thanksgiving food is.
Definitely not stuffing. Mashed potatoes.
You seem very against stuff.
Very against stuffing. Worst, shouldn't
Is
even
there-
be a dish. It is the worst thing I've ever had. I'm not even gonna lie.
Wow. Who made it for you?
I've tried
sorry.
multiple different, though. It's just not
You're just not a
good.
stuffing person.
No,
Okay.
no stuffing for me. What about you, Coach?
I don't
Come
think
on.
I've ever
He
met
said, "What was your favorite?"
You just had to say it.
Yeah, but I said mashed potatoes. I
That's
just
right.
had to make sure we got the stuff.
I love everything. I love turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, rolls. I love turkey on the next day, turkey sandwiches, so everything's good for me.
Sounds pretty good.
I personally don't like Thanksgiving food, so I switch it up in like chicken wings. That works.
Wow.